welcome back to Animal Wonders. Today we are going to do another update on Cheerio and Pebbles and how they're getting along. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been trying to introduce these guys slowly so that they will eventually become really good friends. Originally, Pebbles was in this enclosure, and we brought Cheerio's enclosure in here, just in the same space. We then moved their enclosures closer and closer together as they got more comfortable with each other. Sometimes with female chinchillas, they can become extremely territorial, and you'll see them trying to fight through the bars or spraying each other with urine. These are signs that it's highly unlikely that they'll eventually get along, but we saw none of these signs, so we were very hopeful. The next step was putting each other's furniture and toys in the other one's enclosure, so they got used to each other's smells. We then allowed them to interact with each other in the same space, not in each other's enclosures, but in neutral territory. Here's some pretty rough footage of their first interaction. This is where our first little hiccup came in. Cheerio jumped on Pebbles, and Pebbles got spooked, and they got into a little bit of a tussle, so we had to separate them and start from the beginning. Sometimes introductions don't go as smoothly as we'd like, and in those cases, we just have to keep trying. We gave them a week-long break from interactions, and then we started trying again. And this time, I put them in each other's enclosures so they could really get to know the smell and territory of the other one. Cheerio was beyond excited to be in this mansion, and I want so badly for both of them to be in here together, getting along and having a great life. But it's more complicated than that. Pebbles is a very old chinchilla, and we don't know her history with other chinchillas or her environment, so she's having a lot of trouble accepting Cheerio into her life. The good news is Cheerio is accepting of Pebbles. What's happening is Cheerio is coming up to investigate. Pebbles gets fearful and chirps or barks at her to stay away, and Cheerio leaves. We're hoping that over time, Pebbles will become more and more comfortable with Cheerio being in her space and having these little interactions. That's our hope. We're going to keep trying to promote friendship between these two awesome gals, and we'll keep you updated on the situation. So if you'd like to keep up with Cheerio and Pebbles, or just go on an adventure with us every week, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Animal Wonders Montana. Thanks, and we'll see you next time. If you could be an animal for a whole day, which one would you be and why? I'm gonna choose an otter because they have a ridiculous amount of fun.